EastEnders episode 6855 spoilers. George Knight uncovers a murder. Airs at 7:30 p.m. on Monday, the 12th of February 2024. George Knight is feeling nervy ahead of his visit to see Dad Eddie Knight and Mum Gloria Knight for Eddie's awards celebration. It's been years since he's been to the family home and he's not sure what to expect. George has only recently been back in regular contact with his adoptive parents after Mum Gloria Knight decided to finally tell George the truth that his biological parents fostered George out after putting an ad in the paper. After arriving with fiancée Elaine Peacock and daughters Gina Knight and Anna Knight at the family home, George is surprised when all his dad's old mates treat him like a returning hero. Eddie makes a big deal about how proud he is of his son, and during the evening he makes a heartfelt speech. Moved by his dad's words, George confides in Elaine that he may have misread his dad's cold attitude towards him and perhaps Eddie has always loved him after all. As the celebratory party comes to a close, George is confused when one of Eddie's friends mentions that he'll impress the jury. Pushing for more information, George is stunned when he finds out that Eddie's up on trial for an historic racially motivated murder and he needs George to be his character witness. Linda Carter is in a disheveled heap on the floor after falling down drunk outside the Albert. Fortunately, someone has come to her rescue, her absent son Johnny Carter. Linda's middle son was last seen in the square 5 years ago, so his visit comes as a surprise. Johnny moved away after a couple of brushes with death as well as a one-night stand with Ben Mitchell to start a new life with a job at law firm in Manchester. Helping Linda back to the Vic, Johnny asks the family why she's in such a bad state and he's horrified to learn that her rapist Dean Wicks is back and haunting her every move. Spoiling for a fight with Dean, a protective Johnny storms out to confront him. When Ben spots Johnny, he follows him into Dean's business Beale's Eels. Dragging a raging Johnny away from Dean before he does anything stupid, Ben takes Johnny to calm down over a drink with him and hubby Callum Highway. Not able to let it go, after closing time Johnny fronts up to Dean and punches him. Nish Panesar is scheming over how to ensure he can draw in Kat Mitchell. After Kat split up from cheating hubby Phil Mitchell, she ran straight into Nish's arms in a bid to prove a point to Phil. But Nish is plotting something and a stubborn Kat has refused to open her eyes to his games. When Priya Nandra Hart points out that Kat's boys are the way to her heart, it gives Nish an idea. Inviting Kat for dinner, he encourages her to bring twins Bert and Ernie with her. Kat thinks it's hilarious when the boys run riot in the house and Nish struggles not to lose it. The reason behind his self-control soon becomes clear when Nish makes a very surprising suggestion.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của OK Spoilers. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn video tiếp theo.